Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Okami. Last time, we went around Nippon for 2 episodes and did side quests, getting stray beads, praise, and whatnot that we can do after Oni Island, as well as things I just kind of generally missed throughout the game. Today, we're going to progress the plot and head to, we're not heading to Shinshu Field, in Shinshu Field, but we can head up here now with the ability of Catwalk, and reach it's basically an entirely new part of Shinshu, and there's a fair bit to do up here. There's some treasure and whatnot, so actually we're gonna make it night. It's not music here anyway, but it'll make my life easier being able to see the treasure and stuff. It's also kind of weird seeing a guardian sapling and Konohana in the same thing. Well, usually I cut fights out, but okay, these aren't even strong enemies for one, and we need to give the Blade of Kusanagi a bit more screen time. So, why not show this? I don't know. Why not? Get down here. Oh, it's dead. Oh, no, you're not. You're alive. You should die. There we go. If you're wondering why I'm not stressing about, full finishers as much as I would, well, one, a lot of things I'm doing right now do a lot of damage to them. So, like, it's gonna kill them so quickly that I'm not even gonna be able to notice their full finisher animation is appearing. And I don't need demon fangs anymore. I really have no need for them. Like, I have everything I need to buy. I'll still bring up full finishers when they become applicable, but you know, I'll still go for them. But I don't know. That's just out of habit, I think. You know, me going for full finishers. That's not gonna stop. But I really don't need them anymore. And that's a point when you personally, if that's your preference, you can just stop going for them. You know, just don't bother going for full finishers if you don't need the demon fangs. Again, I will still bring up enemies full finishers and whatnot, and how many demon fangs they give you, and have that whole bio that pops up on the side of the screen or slides in or whatever. But anyway, that was a double gate right there. Probably a good thing to mention. You get 30 praise for doing that, so good to do. Pretty easy enemies at this point in the game. Okay. I'm sorry I'm showing these battles again. I really want the Blade of Kusanagi to get some screen time, because actually it's a weapon I really do like. You know, as a glaive, I've said this before. I'm not the biggest fan of glaives in Okami. I feel that they are too slow. Their aerial attack is pretty bad, where it's just a slam down. You know, it's not really that helpful in comparison to reflectors. Well, mainly reflectors. Rosaries aren't really, they can't really combo in the air as they would on the ground. They kind of just give a single hit. They can hit a lot of enemies, mind you, but not, it's not incredibly helpful as on the ground. So rosaries, or reflectors rather, the better thing, just kind of overall. But the great fun in this game really does come from, you know, mixing weapons and sub-weapons and finding out, you know, your preference there. I do kind of wish that Okami gave a reason to use older weapons instead of just the newer, better weapons. Like, there's no reason to use, I can't even think, the Davao beads after you get the life beads or whatever, you know, there's no reason to go back to them, unless you know, obviously challenge them, but that's of your own, you know, personal accord. It's probably bad to say, but whatever. Your own personal reasoning, other than, this has a legitimate advantage to me, you know, it's not, that's never gonna come up, and that's sort of unfortunate. I mean, I guess that's also not a bad thing, because, you know, why, like, think of every Zelda game. Would you want to go back to the normal sword after you get the Master Sword, or whatever special sword that game gives you that's equivalent to the Master Sword? No, you really wouldn't. That one generally has more range. Sometimes it can shoot lasers. I mean, why would you want to go back? But, I don't know, I feel like they might have been able to do something with this. Maybe they couldn't have, and I'm just complaining about nothing. And that's probably the case. But I don't know. Anyway, yeah, never okay. I keep kind of glossing over these, which I probably shouldn't be doing, because it's, I don't know, they're not important, I guess, but they're definitely bigger than normal fights. So I don't know. Anyway, Clover on this little cliffside here, and I was gonna say appreciate the view, but I don't know, this mountain's actually kind of look cool at the nighttime with the kind of bluish outline of them. Can barely see it, but I mean, it's there and it looks kind of cool. There's a lot in this area of Shinshu just chest-wise and clover-wise. We already got 2 clovers, and there's a chest right here with Kutani pottery. You know, quite good treasure that sells for a fair bit of money. But again, also I should put the peace belt on. I realize that would be a thing I should do. Let me do that so we don't, you know, accidentally get into fights. I don't know why. I still have the water tablet equipped. Not really needed anymore. We're not really going to be running into too much water we'll need to walk across. Not huge bodies of water in our future. White porcelain pot. I think there's some new treasure up here as well if you're looking to get all the treasure in the game. I don't know if this game keeps track of that, but I know Okami Den does. This has been here for ages, but nobody knows what it's for. There's many things like that in Nippon. No one knows when they were built, or even who built them. But I suppose people have more important things to think about. Really? More important things to think about than who built strange contraptions that you have no idea how to use? Anywhere that endangers your life, or something? I don't know, I mean, that's just me, I guess. Worried about my life, whatever. Yeah. Also, I really love that at nighttime you can see constellations of the brush gods you've awoken? Found? I guess found is a better word than awoken in this case, but I don't know, I guess both could work. Anyway, what's in this? Daytime is in this! We opened a chest and caused the day. No, actually, it's a crystal. But still, good timing, good timing. Anyway, Waka's fortune said that a shocking zap and it opens. And usually when we see a sword, we hit it with lightning, which is barely there anymore. Let's do that. Right. Well, going. Ami, do you know where this leads to? You know, there's a foul smoke rising from Ninetales, which flew off to the northern lands. That's what's waiting for us on the other side of this tunnel. Anyway, what's up with the creepy lightning? I'm getting a bad feeling about this. It wasn't just Ninetales that had a spirit that flew up to the northern lands. It was everyone after Orochi. Orochi, his spirit flew out and basically caused all the other trouble in Nippon. His spirit made Blight. His spirit made Ninetales. And I really like that little continuity. And then his spirit then flies back up to the northern lands. So, Orochi was the big bad villain hyped up for the beginning of the game, and then he causes a lot of things later in the game. I absolutely love that. Anyway, welcome to the northern lands of Kamui. Sorry if that cut seemed a little bit abrupt. The HD PVR came unplugged, so I had to kind of find a good place to cut back into a new session, so here we go. I know Kamui's in the northernmost part of Nippon, but come on. I don't remember it ever snowing this hard before. Listen, Ami, I'm gonna hunker down this fur coat of yours. You try to find us some shelter from this nasty blizzard. So Issun's been here before. I suppose that's not too surprising. He's a traveling artist and all wants to get his art to as many people as possible. Thanks for making it, I believe nighttime. No, daytime. It was nighttime before. Thanks for that, game. Anyway, new type of enemy, Namahages. Basically, slightly more powerful and slightly less predictable, I suppose, imps, or rather guardians, even more unpredictable imps. You get 2 new enemies here. You get the normal Namahage, and you get the blade Namahage, just like the normal green imps and the red imps, you know, from Shinshu Field. Their full finisher for each of these enemies is Galestorm. The, I was about to call them red Namahages. That's what they are, they're red. But, the Blade Namahages will get you 2 Demon Fangs, and the normal Namahages will get you 1. Again, I don't really need Demon Fangs. I'll go for them still, but it's not a primary concern of mine. You don't really, I mean, you can always buy, like, I believe you can buy Golden Peaches with enough Demon Fangs. Don't quote me on that, but I believe so. And I know you can buy, like, Exorcism Slips and prayer slips and stuff like that, and that's helpful, I guess, for later in the game, and I might spend my Demon Fangs on that, but you don't need Demon Fangs, like, to get, there's not another thing like the water tablet or anything. I didn't have the Thief's Glove. So, anyway. Look, fire! Fire! Looks like we're not getting freeze to death after all. What's your problem, Mommy? I'm allowed to relax in front of the fire, ain't I? You see that, Ami? I'm not talking about that silly mask. I mean his sword. That puppy's a bona fide masterpiece. Looks like he means business. Beginning the fight with masked figure sword person thing. Yeah, we don't know his actual name at the moment, but he is the first time I played this game, if you don't know what you're doing, this fight can go on for a long time. It's not too bad once you know what you're doing. You can get it done fairly quickly if you just keep attacking him. His attacks are pretty predictable in my mind, which is why I'm getting hit by every single one of them. Good thing I have Godhood, or else I would be screwed. My suggestion is knock him out every time those happen, and then set him on fire when he goes into his helpless state. That'll help drain his health a little bit faster, and you can then attack him a couple times and then power slash him to drain his health pretty quickly overall. As you can see, he's on fire, so I believe he's gradually taking damage. At least it would make sense if he was. That's how Ami works, actually. Sometimes, if not sometimes, if she's set on fire, her tail will stay on fire for a short time, and she will continue to take damage like that. So that's a way you can speed up this fight a little bit. We didn't really need to do it there, but whatever. He's on fire as he's transforming. Okay. Anyway, meet the second form of the fight, his wolf form. This one can take significantly longer, especially if you don't know what you're doing. He has a lot more defense. Our rosary barely damages him, but every time he does a charge attack like that, he will become tired, and you can easily hit him. If you're using a glaive, that's a good time to charge the glaive up, because you know where he's going to be at the end of it, so you can rush there and get a ton of damage out. That is my suggestion as well. Use your rosary if you have that equipped. If not, a reflector is not all a bad option either to counter him. I'm not sure how well that works. It might just get you Demon Fangs for all I know. Well, one Demon Fang for a perfect counter. But yeah, I'm kind of squanting my opportunity to, I guess, counter him there, parry. I don't know. You're not gonna have that opportunity every time. About halfway through the fight, actually I suppose it's a quarter way through the fight, whatever. He will create these apparitions of himself. They'll basically be the same thing as him, but obviously much less defensive. One power slash will knock them out, and another power slash will finish them off. When he goes into his helpless state, set him on fire. I failed. Wait, no I didn't. It just missed. That does a ton of damage. You see, it did like nearly half of his health right then. That is an incredibly good way to finish him off. I suppose it's kind of basic knowledge to use fire on him, especially since we're in the cold area, Cold enemy area, use fire, beat, and win. That's generally how you might think it'd go. How does fire affect these apparitions? About the same way Power Slash does. Okay, well, good to know. They give you a piece of solar energy, so you can heal through that. And I don't know, the first time I played this game, this fight did take me ages. I don't remember why. If you are having trouble with that as well, use an exorcism slip L if you have them, because that basically takes it to the apparition phase, meaning you're about a quarter of the way halfway through. I don't remember exactly how much damage a exorcism slip L would do to this guy, but it does a good amount of damage. But that should be it. Not bad, White One. I am Oki, warrior of the Oina tribe. You are obviously not of our tribe. And I can see that you are no mere wolf either. What name do you go by? This here is Amaterasu, the great savior of Nippon. But enough about that. Why'd you have to go and attack us? And what are you doing with that sword in the first place? Oh, I see you have a poncle with you. Wait, is that Isun? I haven't seen you around in ages. Must be nice to be able to roam Nippon on the back of a wolf, huh? I heard you got tired of painting, and ran from this land in disgust about a year ago. So, why did you come back? Did you have second thoughts? Why, you... I don't know who you two think you are, but you're nothing like the legendary Shiranui and the pint-sized warrior. Bah. Put a cork in it, will ya? Why don't you start by telling us why you have that sword? This sword? I have this sword because the time to wield it has come. What? As you well know, Kamui is a harsh land covered in snow and ice. And the monsters that infest the region only make our life worse. Yet we, the Oina tribe, have managed to survive to this day. It is because the sacred Ezafuji mountains have watched over us. However, our mothers and protectors, our most sacred of mountains, have been taken over by those demons. Yes, I speak of the twin demons, Lechku and Nechku. They had been imprisoned at the twin summits of Ezafuji, but they suddenly broke free one day, and began their deadly assault upon the land of Kamui. Their snowstorms grew more intense, transforming Kamui into a frozen wasteland. Those demons are back? Many of our tribe have been killed by their relentless attacks. It was as if they roamed our land in search of something. But they mercilessly slaughtered all the Oina they came across. The good earth is losing its power and its soul. Without these gifts of the gods, Kamui will become uninhabitable. I must slay those wretched demons now, before it is too late. What about the villagers? They should be battling the cold that blasts down from Ezafuji. After all, our village lies at their base. It is only a matter of time before Kamui becomes an icy tomb. An icy tomb? Then what are you doing out here with that guardian sword? Why'd you bring it out of the village? Did I not say the time to use the sword has come? You've heard of the prophecy of salvation, have you not? The wall of ice shall shatter and open the way to the heavens, when Kutone, the guardian sword, glows silver. It means that when this sword glows silver, ridding the village of this abominable blizzard will be child's play. The sword's gonna start glowing? Yes, but Kutone will not wake until it has tasted more monster blood. So, I will continue slaying the foul beasts wherever they may be, until Kutone lights our way to victory. Right, well, the results we did perfectly. Wow, that's nice. 40,000 yen for doing that. What else do you have to say? It appears the blizzard has lightened a bit. I know not when the demons will launch another terrible blizzard, but now would be your best chance to flee to the village. Wait a sec, Oki. I can't believe the chief let you take that sword. I mean, he tanned my hide once for just touching the darn thing. I already told you, the time to wield it has come. The wall of ice shall shatter and open the way to the heavens when Kutone, the guardian sword, glows silver.
Means when this sword goes sever, ridding the village of this abominable blizzard will try to play. Turn around, wake until it's soon. Once blood slain. Okay. Well, we heard all that already. But you may notice that Orochi's curse has not only spread to parts of Nippon, but through Kamui as well. And we also have an old friend here. But we'll worry about all of that next time on Let's Play Okami. Next time, maybe we'll rid Kamui of this curse. Well, this curse, not the curse that blasts down from Azufuji. See you guys then.